Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene. Thank you guys for joining me again. Haven't posted in like a week and I've been feeling so bad. I'm getting ready for New Year's Eve. This video might definitely come after New Year's Eve, but hey, why not see how you can get dazzled and use it for a different event? And I just wanted to get ready with you guys, show you guys how I get ready. This is the first time in actually like a long time that I actually like legit got ready for New Year's Eve, so I'm really excited. So we're gonna use the Lion King Sir John Luminess eyeshadow palette. I just got this, better late than never. I'm always late to these things, so I'm gonna use this palette. I'm really excited to play with these colors right here. So if you guys want to see this look, stay tuned. And if it's your first time joining this channel and you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the button so that you can get notified when I upload a video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this time I have not moisturized my face. I am trying to use different techniques to moisturize my face. So my first step is I used hyaluronic acid. That's all I have on my base right now, and I am going to moisturize my face with one product. And I got a sample of the Fresh Hydrating Moisturizer, so I'm going to use this as a hydrating moisturizing cream. So then I'm going to use another really hydrating product. I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Primer, and I'm going to apply it in the areas that, you know, I just want my makeup to stay and not move. And I'm going to apply it just on the T-bone area. So now my face is still wet, so I'm going to jump right in and I'm just going to use my foundation. So I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush, and I am going to use Tarte Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Hazelnut. I'm going to take a little pump. Then using my Morphe M4039 brush, I am going to use trying different techniques nowadays. For me with foundation, I just don't really believe that I need to like do full coverage, honestly. Like, not even like trying to brag or anything, but like I just feel like when you apply foundation, it's like I feel like there should be something you're covering, and there's some things that you don't need to cover. So for me, trying this technique where it's like I'm just going to apply foundation to the dark areas that I feel like I need it that way. So I'm going to use this and I'm just going to apply it right here. This is where I'm like really dark. Just take like dots of it. A little bit on my forehead, not too much, because the forehead is a really hard area to blend foundation. And this is in the shade Hazelnut, if I didn't mention it. I'm going to take my brush to start off, and I'm just going to lightly brush it on. It's so easy to blend this foundation right now because I just applied the moisturizer. So mixing in the moisturizer with the foundation is like awesome. So my next step, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Sand, and it's pissing me off because it has been spilling all over since I traveled, and I feel like I'm wasting it, and it's pissing me off, and I hate wasting stuff. So I'm going to let that sit, and I'm going to use my contour stick, and I'm just going to contour the bottom of my cheeks as always. And I feel like once you put like slight foundation when you're contouring and doing other stuff on top of it, like your foundation doesn't move because it's not just like caked on. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm just gonna blend in the concealer. No need to let it sit too long. This is a different technique again. This is not like a complete like full coverage kind of look. You can just blend it in. So I'm just going to use this synthetic brush. It feels synthetic at least. This Morphe M105 brush. And I'm just going to lightly press the powder on. And then I'm going to use my Morphe brush and I'm just going to slightly just blend it in. Don't want to press it on there. We'll see how this works. I've never done this before, but this is the first time. So as you can see, my nose, I don't really need to like do like any contour because I didn't put my foundation too much on this side. So basically you can see like the natural contour formed itself by the natural skin tone. So I don't really need to contour, honestly. Like I feel like this is perfect. I can throw on some highlight later on and I think it's good. And then I'm going to take my MAC Dark Tan Mineralized Skin Finish Powder and I'm just going to set everything together. Why do I feel like I skipped a step? I keep feeling like I skipped something. This just went by too fast. Again, this powder is really good because it definitely is it's not like a pressed powder. It's good for dry skin. So my next step, I'm going to take my NARS blush, and this is in the shade Exhibit A. Blush is always a step that I never miss. I just always feel like sometimes you can see it and then sometimes I'm just like, I can't see it. I'm gonna do one eye for the eyeshadow so I can make sure that I do it right and perfect, because this time it has to be perfect because I'm going out and I want to make sure I do it right. So I'm gonna do one eye and I'll be right back to show you guys how I achieve the other eye. So using the Luminess Lion King Sir John palette. So first I'm gonna use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to set the whole eyelid so that everything can stick perfectly together. So I'm going to take this color right here, the Meadows, and that is this green right here. It's a really pretty green. I'm not gonna use a brush to start it off because this is like a really high pigmented and has a lot of curls in it. So I feel like the application is so much easier if you use your fingers. So I'm just gonna use my pointing finger. So I'm just gonna apply it all over, pretty much all over my lid. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this brush. I'm gonna take just any flat eyeshadow brush, or any brush works perfectly fine. It's not too fluffy because these colors are not like really powdery, so you wanna take something that's really strong. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna smudge all over my eye so I can just, it's kind of like finishing to blend it in because your finger just helps start off the application, but your brush actually just helps like basically align everything together. It's like a basically a really sharp pencil. So then I'm going to take my Sedona Lace fluffy brush. It's a pretty fluffy brush. It's synthetic. And I'm going to take Pride Rock, which is that contour shade right there. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to apply it all over my crease. I'm going to take King, which is this shade right here. It's a lighter contour shade. And I'm just going to also apply it all over my crease so we can soften this dark contour shade up. And this is just around the crease. So then I'm going to take African Clay, which is that shade right here. And then I'm just going to apply it all over my crease as well, but mainly focusing on the top of my crease. Like this is like fantastic. Look at this. This is so beautiful to me. Just to soften and bring this green down a little bit because we started off pretty harsh with it. So we're just going to bring it down. I'm going to take my Morphe M213 brush, and it's a really thin flat brush. I love this brush because I just feel like I can get to the points the way I want to. And I'm going to take the Meadows again, which is the green shade, and I'm going to go right below my waterline. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M321 brush. It's a smudge brush, and I'm just going to smudge things together just to make sure it's like. And guys, the reason why I'm doing this so close is because I know you guys heard this before. I am very blind. This eye, I cannot see anything. I see really well when it's so close. And then I'm going to take Pride Rock, which is the contour shade again, which is this shade. I'm going to dab it with this. It's okay to use the same thing because you're doing the same, working in the same area. We're not going to go back in the green, so it's okay to use this. And I'm just going to smudge it on the bottom of the green. And then going back with my Morphe M213 brush, which is a little thin, precise brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off real quick. And then I'm gonna use the color Nala, which is this right here. And I'm just gonna apply it in the inner corner of my eye so I can give it that finished sparkle look. This kind of method brings out color so much more. Okay, so I got my lashes done, guys, finally. So next step, I am going to add some highlight. This is like literally my favorite part. And I'm going to use the Artist Couture Loose Powder Highlight in the shade Conceited. And I'm going to use my fan brush. Since it's New Year's Eve, we definitely want to, you cannot go too wrong with too much highlight on New Year's Eve. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. So then for lippies, we are going to use a nude color because we don't want to do too much. So I'm going to use Chestnut by MAC and I'm going to line my lips. Then I'm going to go with this NYX Lippy, this soft matte lip cream. I don't know why I say lippy. My friend started saying that and I started saying it too. I'm going to take this soft matte cream. I'm just going to apply it in here. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of contemplating if I should use my Lancome or back to using this Fenty Beauty lip gloss, because I stopped using this because I was reacting to it, but then I used it this weekend when I was back home and I did not react to it, so I don't know what changed. You know what, we're gonna use this today. Okay guys, so this is it. This is my final look. Let me know what you guys think about this. This color, popping. I found another color that I am completely in love with and I think this is awesome. Let me know what you guys think about this video, about this look. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments below. I would most definitely answer those questions for you. Alright guys, thanks guys for joining again. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, I better have my thing, yo. Like, don't even. Oh my goodness.